Hello and welcome back to RogueTech Reboot. I'm Silky Paws, and today I have no clue what we're going to do today, as it has been a while, and I really need to look through what is going on. But it seems like some of our megs are in repair. We have someone who is injured. So I guess all in all, we can go ahead and can go ahead and get that sorted. Let's see what we have and kind of just go towards what that is. There is the Enforcer. I think I want the Enforcer out of everything. There is also the Hector, but well, the Hector is going to do Hector things. And we'll have to wait until we kind of get him into battle, but that is totally fine. Now, let's see what we do have available for missions as we're diving down. Operation Dusk Clint is a battle. That looks fine. We have an escort here. I'm not fond of these type of things. A recovery. That doesn't look too bad. Not going to work for Merrick here. Here we have another battle. Operation Massive Wolverine. 2 skulls? That can be interesting. Who are you? I don't care who you are. What do we have there? Another recovery. I think let's go with Ad Hoc Yttrium. Here, that looks nice. Getting a recovery done. We definitely going against the Palatine. Not particularly a fan of that, but going for the Lothian League. I'm fine with Lothian League. I kind of like them somewhat both. What's wrong with you? Refit view warning. Okay. I should have checked that beforehand. But let me see, we probably got some damage in there. Nothing too big. What do we have? Oh. It's a tonnage warning. Yeah, never mind. Not something we can do something about. So, I should have known that. But as I said, it has been a good while since I did something. So, yeah, let's go with that. We don't want the 4 pass, 200,000. And, yeah, do we need someone else? No, Hellburn is still out for a little while. But, yeah, let's get going and see what's going on. And see you on Planetside. Yes, I know. Thanks. We're coming up on the target facility, Commander. There it is. Move up, secure the location, and pick up the agent. Get her to the evac zone and get the hell out of there. Good luck, Commander. Olivera out. Okay, cool. Now, the one thing is, let's rock and roll so we get some support here. How close can we actually drop to the thing? Ooh, we can drop here, so only going over the ridge. I mean, I can go up to the ridge. I don't think that I can go down the ridge, but all in all, that should be fine. I know that I then do not have support there, but I think we should be dropping down here. And yes, this is one of the things where I did do a few things, and the PC is thinking here and doing lots of other stuff. But yeah, let's see what we have. Let's see what we have. Enemy turn. So they do their stuff. Talking about that, let me have a wee bit of look. What do you have? We have a Cloudbuster, a fire truck, another fire truck, and a Scorpion. In other words, everything we have down there is absolutely useless. Okay, cool. Thanks that we talked about it. Now, I would like to have the Fire Bee and the Anubis actually go up here and maybe make an insurrection down here while the Marses go on the other side. Or do I want to do it the other way around? Nope, that sounds like a perfectly fine plan. That is probably going perfectly fine wrong, but that's a totally different story. Because we all know... Oh, do I want to send the Toro with them? Yeah, send the small ones in this direction. And send the others around. Right. That sounds like a perfectly fine and reasonable idea. Splitting forces is always a perfect idea. Enemy contact. Okay. No, that actually sounds like a great idea. Mobile turret. Irby. Cloudbuster AA and a Locust. Okay. Ironhead. You only have the Apollo MRMs, which is totally fine. So I'm going to go up with you up here. There is more down there. More Irbies, more that. A spider. Okay. Things are looking interesting. We have the Locust going up here. Smolder. I mean, it could get Smolder up here, but I do not really want Smolder up there being that exposed for the moment. No, all in all, I don't want to go into line of sight there, while we also don't have the other ones around. I do want the mobile turret, though, down as quickly as possible, so that will be a wee bit of trick. We get the spider and the locust up here for funsies. So I can move up there. Okay, there is the mobile turret. Also knowing that shacking down mines is usually not the best idea. In a path somewhere, I still think that is where we should be going. Also, let's activate that. Brilliant. I should have sprinted with the tank. And 28? Anyone else? Small cam lasers, lots of rockets. Decisions. The spider is definitely not something I want to go for. Either the mobile turret or the other one. An AC-10 Imperator. And an ES laser blaze. Okay, I'm going with that one. That one is more dangerous. So firing upon this, that was a good connect. And let's see what's happening there. I don't think he really enjoyed the landmines too much. Yeah, a light AC-20. That's also something that is made to hurt faces. And who doesn't like mashing an AC-20 into an enemy's face? What's that over there? You don't want to get mashed in the face with an AC-20? I said mashing, being the one who is doing the mashing, not the way around. Okay. The Scorpion Cadet has mines. Luckily for us, we have AMS. So only 3 of them actually hit. But I'm not so sure if this is IF. That might be IFFs? Let's see. Can I see something? No, I cannot really see something. But that's fine. Spider, you should run, because I want you as quickly as possible also on the front lines to take part in the firing of enemies. Same with you. I really need to train this one better, or get a better tank. I do like the tank though, because this tank is heavily armored and did take damage at times for me. So I'm not that sure about that. Okay, this one... I mean, I can go up here. Does it make sense to go up here? There is... No, I'm not getting there anywhere without exposing this one too much. Talking about with exposing too much, let's reserve him, and hopefully some of those actually come up. Okay, the mobile turret was on turn. Anchor. You are moving over there. Cloudbuster, this is the one that actually has the mines, so that's a question. But I want him to chuck even more down there. I know that I need to clear them or go around later on, but that is fine. You are also reserved because I actually would like them closer to do then interesting things. Okay, I can move you here to be still under cover. Which one was the one I said we should be shooting at? It was this one, right? Not the best option to hit. That's all not that ideal. Yeah, we are going back to this one in hopes to get a few more shots in. I mean, thinking about it, there is definitely some hits we got in, but that's everything. Only one this time. That's unfortunate. I mean, they are coming slowly closer. Okay, the Locust is coming up here. So I think this is now the point where we should be breaking over and start taking pot shots at those lights.
What's up, boss?
Ironhead. Okay. Nope. I said pot shots. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Yes, I'm kind of getting here a little bit into a tricky situation, but this is close. This is lots of damage. I mean, 50 each if it hits everything, but we have also a good chance to hit. And this is the spider. Not much armor to go around there. So, yeah, we definitely did give that one a moment to think about. Now we can also move up here and shielding the fire bee a little bit. Oh yeah, that is brilliant. We can just hit in there. And yeah, we also want to get... Do we want the AMS flares? No, it doesn't help very, very much against that one down there. So, fire. Ooh, I don't think he liked that very much. And looking at that, there has been a lot of armor lost. Now we can go here and start a pot shot against the mobile turret. The problem is there's still this Irby back there, but I guess we have to risk that. And, oh, there is another one. That now can get me into trouble. Just fire this. I mean, that is at least some hits there. I still think that maybe I have overextended there and got in there too early. Then again, the Enforcer has the armor, so I'm not going to go there too much. And waiting another round might have been a good idea. Yeah, that is that. And that means they are putting down the mines. But in such a way that it's difficult to actually hit a minefield. Well, I probably should put an end to that Scorpion at some point, just to not make that too difficult. Yep, there we go. Not good. Definitely not good. That was definitely overextended there. Way too much damage I got there. But we'll be able to kind of deal with that in a moment. Do I want to move him? Because as soon as I move... Oh, that Scorpion has stealth. Not a good situation to be in. Okay. No, I kind of would not want him to keep staying on top here, even though that's unfortunate that it lost there the damage. But that is fine. We should do a good amount of damage this way. The spider is stressed. Now the locust is coming up. Ow. Okay, okay, okay. We definitely need to give that one a little bit a helping for that. The only problem with that is I still think that the spider should be taken care of first. Yeah, that's perfect. That does do the trick. Crits. A lot of other destructions. Anchor shot. U-turn. He is here. And yeah, we probably should just go against the locust here. Thunder, incendiary, listen, kill, that would work, that would work. Yes, that is a lot of heat I'm taking here. But the locust is not heavily armored. So giving that one a good shaking is actually not such a bad thing. Perfect. Smolder. I mean, I can sprint you. Yes, I do want to sprint you, but I do want to go down the road to come around a master's force. Would you mind not hitting? Because that actually hurts. Okay. The fire bee is the one they are all beating up upon. Okay. That's actually a perfect situation here. We get to bully one singular mech. And there we go. That mech gets pretty decently bullied there with a little bit of damage. That was a miss. And yeah, this one is slowly taking damage there. Jack. Yeah, standing there, not a good situation for you. So, thinking here, taking the example of the Corvin, we are going down here. A light AC, that sounds perfectly fine. So, fire, I mean... And a torso. And a torso. So, definitely worth it. Yeah, the mines are getting splattered out a wee bit. And look, we actually have allies slowly coming into the fight. Not that I think that they would have done anything anyway. But, details. This one up here has probably still a big load to spill. Do I want... I mean, the Master has the armor to take a hit. Yeah, we are moving that one up here. I mean, there is the Cloudbuster tank, but this one here looks like such a juicy target. We cannot leave this standing, right? I mean, it would have been way better if you actually would have hit a little bit more there, but hey. Details, right? Details. Okay. Okay. I think that one were moving. No. Oh, the Cloudbuster tank can work from there. Unfortunately, the torso was not the one that had the whatchamacallit, AC in there. But he punched out. Okay. I'm down for that. And I just figured out I do not have the other guy around. I'm not going to go into melee range there, because that doesn't make sense with that one. But I think shooting this one in the back would totally make sense. I mean... that was not particularly what I wanted to do. What did I actually hit? I don't know what I hit, but that's fine. Yeah, the mobile turret is now bullying the Marston. Ooh. It destroyed its own AC-10.
Good to go.
Okay, now is a question. This one lies down. Oh no, this one lies down. Wait, do they both lie down? Let me double check that. This one lies down. This one does not. It doesn't matter. No. If that is the case, I will be moving around here. I have a feeling this the Anubis missed and hit that one over there instead of this, because I saw a left torso and a right torso go, and it was from the spider, not from that one. Makes sense. Makes sense. So, yeah, blasting the locust now sounds like my best operation that I can do.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
Yeah, that was ghastly. Ghastly.
Yes, come in.
You, can you do me a favor? And make sure that we take this one to the trash heap. The LRM can actually can turn off. The other things, let me see, it's 18 damage plus 24. Yeah, give that one a good old punching. Yeah, that's great. And that takes out the engine core. That makes 2 less targets we have to deal with in general for the moment. As over here, one of the Urbies already also punched out. I mean, punched out is probably the wrong word, but yeah. Going down here. We're now slowly sneaking in. Yeah, the Scorpion is not a viable option. But the mobile turret is, so fire. And we do have a good amount of MGs that hit there. I mean, there was a lot of stuff that hit. Structure damage, armor damage, all the good type of damage. I mean, it wasn't damage against me, so that's the good type of damage. Jack. Where do I move you? Here, but I also kind of think we might get you this way back into being a target, but that's not that big of a deal for the moment. The light AC can hit. That looks all so far so good. What actually happens? Oh, I cannot up that. They are fixed. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, fire. Yeah, that would also have stressed me out. There's the Cloudbuster AA. Smolder. Yeah, that works. We can get here. So the tanks are also slowly getting into position to turn the whole thing here into a firing fest. And that tags down another enemy. So we're down 3. That's actually good. So the next one we should probably be given up. Okay, there's the Scorpion coming in. Yeah, that's going to get nasty slowly. So we really need to start with the lights pushing over to get out of this minefield situation. We're working on that. With this one we are moving down here. The idea is to circle down here because we have a minefield here. Circle here, hit that target. While the lights are coming down here, that is perfect. Okay, the Scorpion, not a high hit chance, but if we do, that should hurt. Nope, we got the Snow Rabbit somewhere here. At least we are getting bunny stew on the Argo, so that is that. What was that? Nothing left of the Snow Rabbit? No bunny stew? And there we had hopes for that. Oh well. Stupid things that happen, right? Okay, I kind of want to go down here with this one. The spider should be taken care of by one of the other mechs. I want this one because high chance here to actually get the Scorpion out of the situation if I can. It also has AMS. Oh, great. That's just splendid. I mean, who cares? I have enough ammo with me. I'm not running hot with that. I mean, just get that one sorted. You are panicking. I mean, you have all the right to panic because the guy who just kicked you, wherever he kicked you, that definitely looked painful, and then just spread a hot load of MLMs all over. No, okay. That definitely doesn't sound like a mech game anymore, but let's kind of not go too much into detail. Okay, we can go down here and run up. Wait, there were landmines somewhere? Bugger, I ran through them. Okay, stupid things happen. 80-something... Nope, I'm still very, very much certain we should take this one on. And trying to give this one a beating. Yeah, I think that was not what they envisioned. Okay, this one down here. Oh, I can actually go up here, and then I have an unimpaired line of sight. I should do that. We haven't even yet tried to play with this one. Oh well. We missed it with a tag. I mean, it would have been so much more fun if we would have tagged that one. Because it can move. Oh well. You. I think. No matter how we... Oh, no. We can move up here. And that means I can attack this one. Oh, the missiles are actually empty. Never mind, then. That must have hurt. Moving here. Oh, the SRMs are actually capable of firing from this position, so I'm not going to say no to that. Yeah, there we go. Oh, the AC actually got critted. Are you actually coming towards the action, or... Not doing anything? Oh, okay. That's perfectly reasonable. I mean, they definitely would figure it out by now that my pilots are definitely doing better piloting than them. And because of that, staying totally out of the situation. Okay, and the minefield up there is getting ridiculous. I mean, it has enough holds. What the hell? 33 damage. You hit the building down there. Okay. You're here. That is perfectly reasonable. Can we... Oh, you actually can move down there. Perfect. Now, while we're at this, you. This one has a not very, very nice energy weapon, so fire. It was just outside. Oh well. Smolder. I'd say you are coming down here. Any mines? No. Problem is... Oh, no. The mines are actually still visible. That is good. So, no more mines for you. That takes it. He has a collapsed lung. Huh.
Ready for orders.
No. There is... I'm jumping there. I'm not stepping on any mines, if not absolutely needed. 60... 70... This thing is super annoying, so we're firing upon that one.
Yeah.
Anchor shot. There's no mines on the way there. Okay, that's not going to work, so we turn off this one and just bombarding this one with rockets. And oh boy, that was a nice connect.
What's up, boss?
Jack. We're moving closer with you. The tech arrow is out of action, but that Irby... How did you miss that one? I mean, yeah, take that. You definitely showed that piece of snow. Anyway. Let's sprint here. The agent is on the way. Hold position until they're safely aboard and then get out of there. Yes. Oh. I'm not so sure if it was such a good idea to put that one on board of a tank. Then again, fire. Whoopsie. I have a little bit of a feeling there have been some damage things taken there. While our allies are still scouting the area and trying to figure out where they are going for a skiing vacation in the next months, we are kind of getting closer. Hello. How are you looking? You are looking rather beaten up. I'm terribly sorry about that, but then again, I also do have a flamer and blasting a hot load all over this little Irby. I really should stop doing that, but that's still me, so probably not. Okay, here we go. 39 damage. Okay, listen. We definitely need to get that taken care of. What now? I don't know what now, but we have a Marston. And that Marston has a shot to shoot that large chem lasers. Okay, large chem lasers definitely hurt. Luckily for us, AC5s do too, if they hit. Now, smolder. Can we... Give me the sprint. I actually can sprint there to get the other items in the target zone. Get to evac with 7 units. Yeah, we all know that getting to evac with 7 units, especially with so stupidly slow units like I have, is probably not going to happen. Where even is evac? Evac? Up there. Yeah, that's not going to happen anytime soon. So we're just going down here and admiring the scenery, while also making some adjustments to said scenery. For example, this mech definitely doesn't fit into the whole scenery. So we kind of shooting some rockets down there to maybe get this scenery a little bit taken care of. After that didn't work out too well, we luckily have more mechs. Okay, I still think that this Cloudbuster is also rather on the dangerous side. That still would overheat us. The ATMs... It doesn't matter, fire. I have a little bit of feeling that this thing actually has way more armor than I anticipated. Well, here we are. We do have the asset on board. And we could fire upon this one. 60. Yeah, that makes actually more sense. Let's actually do our remodeling of the area properly this time. I cannot complain about that hit, but there was very little remodeling going on. Let's see. You can go here. Is that a difference? Yeah, that actually makes a difference. So here we go. This one is picking up these items. Not a hit. I would have liked if at least one of them would have been able to get the hits in. But well, you're not always that lucky, are you? Okay. No, I'm sprinting with this. .22, that one can hit fully. Fire! Ooh. So the lag is gone. The AC is gone, and now he's also dropped and bleeding out. I kind of have to say you... What, no? Knockdown pilot incapacitated. Looks like it's gone, and you are the only one holding the field. I mean, if I could hit, that would be great, because if that one attacks, that actually will hurt yet again. There is a minefield there. I know you probably now have figured that out, that there is a minefield, now that you drove into that, but just to let you know, there is a minefield. But then again, who knows? Who knows what their life choices were? And yeah, this one actually looks like we really should get going here and wipe this one off the field. 70-something, yeah, perfect. I'm not going to play around with that anymore. Let's give that one a wee bit a kick. Of course we are missing. Zero damage. I mean... Oh, no? At that point, I kind of have to say I'm somewhat surprised and also have to congratulate you that you managed to miss everything. Luckily for us, we do have more cannons that can fire into that direction as we are slowly moving closer. I mean, that though might be a little bit of a tricky shot. Now we should be fine. Can we slowly kind of get to the point where stuff is going? There's still landmines there. Oh, you're wanting to collect them for me. But you're not doing that by driving over that. I mean, I'm just looking at this one here. Oh, I cannot really get a reading on it. Oh, well. Let's move down here. I mean, yeah, I'm probably also going through some of them. No. I actually placed them fair enough that I'm not getting hit there. How? I mean, there is just some duct tape and aluminium foil by now holding the front together. That works. That works. And that's the last one, which means we don't really need to go to evac, which I'm actually quite happy about it. I still would like to figure out if he goes further into the minefield or back into the minefield now that everything is. Then again, I don't even want to know because these alleys are sometimes not that bright. Okay, let's get that going and see what we're getting for loot. Debriefing. You have completed the objective required and have our thanks. Payment is being transferred to my account now. Perfect. I get 200 something for that. Let's see what we have. Contract payment increased by 5%. 50,000 for op for 1 and up for 2. We got that. And the drop cost reduced, and we still get 200,000. That's nice. But we are now coming to the stuff we actually want. The loot. Oh no, that's not the loot. That's the overview. Anubis here doing a good job as usual. The Toro as well. The Enforcer also doing its job. So, oh no, that's a Fire Bee, not the Enforcer. There's the Enforcer. I mean, they all did their job if I'm looking over this. The Shepherd kind of taking here the cake again. The only thing I do not like about the Shepherd is that it has an IC engine. I would more... this one with an fusion engine, holy hell. That would be a great tank to even take further. And because the Shepherd, in my opinion, is a pretty decent tank. Yes, only standard and basic sensor and FCS. But this one is usually cleaning house. Now, enough praises there. We have a Cloudbuster, we have pieces of the MBT, some other things here. Ooh, the RX. But let's see what we have. An ER Laser Blaze Fire. We think about that. Laser AMS QS, not particularly Streak QS. Streak QS. Well, let's figure that out. Compact heat sinks. I do like the idea of compact heat sinks. Yes, they are a little bit more heavier, but yeah. FCS flak primitive. Primitive cockpit reinforced. Is there anything in here that I want? I mean, stealth access, always worth it. Because just thinking about it, hey, it gives you stealth. LRM Thunder QS. Space and weight, fancy sensor, I have designation of stealth when you can have more explosive in your mines. Quicksand mines strip out all that uses stuff. In exchange for doing much more damage. Upon receiving a critical hit, any remaining... Yeah, of course, the usual stuff. Visiting a case. Where the mid hits the ground, cannot be fired at flying targets. Yeah, the usual stuff. The usual stuff. And mine damage. I'm not saying no to that. Magpulse. Ooh, I would like that, but not in that kind of configuration. Ammo. I'm not so sure if I have large chem lasers, but even if not having the ammo for it is never a bad situation. Or a bad thing. As for these ones, I'm not that certain, but actually they don't have such a bad armor and stuff like that. And with all these other things, the large chem lasers, I'm not so sure. Not so sure what to do about that. That thing was definitely a nuisance. But just thinking about it, I have a little bit of feeling I'm taking this because I can take it and scrap it for parts. So I'm taking this one here. And we're getting the piece of the Cloudbuster one there, the Scorpion one, that's nice. Laser AMS, quick sell. Nothing wrong with that. Quick sell ammo. I'm leaving that for now. Armor, we do have enough, so that can go right off. They can go, basics can go off. A standard fusion engine, we have also enough of that, so we can sell that for some additional money. The coolant, same there. Structure, same there. MG, I also can sell the ammo there. I'm not that certain about the LRMQS one there, but the -3 accuracy to all attacks. Yeah, no. Also LRM5 is probably not something I will be fielding. Anyway, let's go back to the main and have a look at the damages. Here we go with the repairs. 16,728 and 4 days. Hey, I'm totally here for that. That was not that much. So we have the Toro there, the Fire Bee, the Enforcer, and things like that. So we will take care of that the next time. But, wrong button. Also wrong button. Can we get the right button? Wait a moment. Shop. Fusion. An arrow. Ooh. I'm guided. I'm a little bit tempted. A little bit tempted. Just a tiny little bit. Myrmidon. A PPC and an SRM. That might be something to get in there. A PO heavy tank. It has an ice engine. What is the other stuff it has in there? Just curious. Standard and... nah. But looking at that, that is pretty decently armored. Again, warrior, chopper. Yeah, that does make sense. Medium SRMs, not particularly something I want. Also, why am I looking through this? Why am I looking through this? I have one. Perfect. Ammo, mortar, thumpers. I should not look through this because this is actually not what we came out for. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. The one thing I want to just do is actually getting the not this one. I want to get this one out. 75. I think a few more I would like to have. I come here for the Irby. This one is also one where I want to have actually a few more items, but this one here is the one. 64 for item recovery, item repair, so that is perfectly fine. Ready that one up, and there we go. Torso twist, drop cost multiplier, yeah. Known for speed, but they are very useful. It can draw the enemy into the firing range. Okay, cool. Let's go back here. This is the Irby. How bad is it? Well, we did not get... Let's just have a look what we got. I mean, I'm going to scrap it one way or another. We got heat sinks. We got heat sinks and ammo. Yeah. I was hoping for a little bit more, but well, stupid things that happen. We only get 26,000 for the scrap value because scrap value is absolutely rubbish. On this run, that was kind of the thing. So getting them and scrapping them is only good for making or getting the parts, and that wasn't the case. Well, that is basically what happened there. Bad things happen. What can you do, right? But yeah, we are unfortunately at the end of today, so thank you all so much for being here, for listening to me going on about this game, as usual. So I hope you all have had a great day, and yeah, I see you all the next time. I leave links and stuff like that, as always, usual, in the description if you want to see more. And as always, play it nice and keep your claws retracted. Till the next time, everyone, have a good one.